Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of We Found This Cool Website. Let's do it. Mike and I are here at moralmachine.com, a fun little website where you can decide whether lawmakers can kill you.
So yeah, explain the setup here, because there's some subtleties
The
may be apparent.
The Moral Machine was designed to raise awareness of the complexity of the decisions that will have to be made in the era leading up to autonomous self-driving cars.
Right. Now, this is not... It's a subtle variation of the trolley car thought experiment.
Yes.
But not quite. In the trolley car experiment, you're controlling a trolley car that's about to hit N number of people or B number of people.
Yeah.
And you make the decision, and you are in the trolley car.
Okay. It decides what is important to you. So let's just use this as an example. So right now we have an empty car. Usually we're driving, but not important right here. If you do nothing, you will kill 5 people that were not obeying the traffic signal that include an elderly man, a female executive, a dog, a doctor, and a large woman. Or it will swerve and kill 4 people that were obeying the traffic lines, including 1 old guy, 1 executive, 1 dog, 1 doctor. So a utilitarian would say, move.
Yeah.
So you think move, I think don't, because...
Well, I was agreeing with the utilitarian part.
Okay, give me...
You're not going to make an action, and you will then just end up killing, what is it, 5?
5.
Or 4 people and a dog?
Yeah.
4 people and a dog that happen to be breaking the law?
Yes.
Petty law.
Okay, well,
but nonetheless.
No, there's no such thing as a petty law. It's a law.
I think there's such thing as a petty law.
You're trivializing my decision.
I agree with you.
Oh, you're gonna keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, rock and roll.
I want to express my reasons for agreeing with you, hopefully for consistency later, because I think that if you're
going to run into questions that cause you to make contradictory...
If you make it a pattern to tell the car to turn into people that are obeying the laws, that could cause a bad precedent. And it seems like more people in the long run will die if you...
Well, we're not judging the precedent that the car sets. We're asking what it does in each scenario. And then
Exactly.
It reverse engineers what our motives are. So let's just take this one at a time. For example, no notice about whether people are in the right. You're going to kill this old lady. Would you rather swerve and kill the dog? See, now I'm
not killing any person over a dog.
If there's no crosswalk, I'm like almost indifferent. I would rather not move. But
why is that car driving?
well, why now is the dog's life like more important now that there's no signifier?
Because it's a dog. Well, see, you won't even fight for the dog. You're trying to, but in the end, you're going, it's a dog.
Yeah, but we're swerving into the dog. And here I am equating an old man with a dog. Okay, I'll move. I'll move with you, but it feels weird. Okay, we have one person, and here's the thing: is that usually you put yourself in the shoe of this one person.
This is why I like these.
Because you're not always the driver, so you have to take. You don't know that, because to me, whether it kills me is more important, and I'm a selfish asshole. But so here's the thing: it's gonna kill the 1 large woman in there, or it's going to swerve and kill the 1 large woman, or you, the 1 large man, again, I'm projecting myself wrongly, will die. So now the only distinction here is, male or female, there's no distinction for me. Here's the thing, is that if I say that it's the duty of the car to protect its occupants, what crazy shit is that car going to do later down the road?
Oh, so now you're worried about precedent.
No, shut up. Don't think about it too hard, but...
Oh, so I can't think about it too hard, but you can think about it too hard.
Well, I know that I don't want to edit a 40-minute episode of us talking about morals.
You're the one who brought up the moral machine!
Okay, but it's cool. You're going to say, ha, 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 dogs. Okay, so I'm torn because I feel like it has a duty to protect the driver. Like a gun has the duty to kill what's in front of it and not explode out the side of a barrel.
This is just me being practical and cynical. I don't see any car company programming the one on the right, because if any customer found out about, like, if that was leaked, that by the way, this is what the driving car would do, no one would buy that car.
Well, no, it's similar to that scene when the guy says, you didn't put in this $10 piece of plastic that would stop the explosions and not kill as many people. And I think that when that car gets made, they're like, hey, if you want, we can make this car $100 cheaper, but there's a small percentage now that you fucking blow the hell up.
Okay, how about this? Let's look at this from the idea of a kind of a a Rawlsian perspective. I can be the person in the car, or we are the people in this scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, but we don't know which one we are going to be.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. But then you flip a coin, and before you call it, then you make a decision
About what the car has to do?
Yes.
Okay. Now here's...
So then you put yourself like you go. There's a 50% chance that I will be in the car.
Okay. Here's my goal.
not at
Okay.
all.
No, I understand. I fucked that up. Here's my thing: is that let's assume I'm crossing the crosswalk. If I'm walking when it's red and a car happens to protect somebody by swerving out and killing me, I lived a good life. I fucked up. It's my bad.
No, I guess I think that I'm going to go with the one on the left because I think that we would all agree if we happen to be the person in the car, we would want it to swerve.
Yes. So if I'm the guy in the car, I want it to swerve. If I'm walking in that situation, I deserve it.
It's not that you deserve it. It's that we all agree about we're all going to go and get into these driving cars. And we will all be in the driving car at one point in time. And I think that we're all going to go put ourselves in a situation.
So
where
I just put myself in the shoes of both of these people, and I think no matter who I am, I would rather the car move.
Yeah.
Okay. Rock and roll.
And I think the person on the street would go, yeah, if I was in the car, I would have wanted to
Okay.
move.
So we have an empty car. If we don't move, we kill 2 athletes that were doing it bad. If we move, we kill 2 regular schmoes who were doing it good. And I think, for me, this one's easier than the last one. I just keep going.
How is the self-driving car scanning these people? And
How does he know it's a dog? I understand. There are...
Well, that one you could do.
Well, technically, science can detect...
No, you can.
I understand.
You could do that one.
I understand it's more feasible to see that it's a dog, but I understand...
Like how do you ascertain the life value of someone from a car scanning a silhouette?
I understand. So I think large and athlete are supposed to indicate people of good, neutral, and poor health.
Okay.
That's the signifier. Athlete is just the word they use to get that across.
But then they like talk about like, oh, someone's doing something bad and stuff. But it's okay. It's to the extent that this simulation stays realistic. That's when I find it interesting because we're gonna have to deal with these issues. But if it gets too much into sci-fi fantasy, and they go,
No, you have to deal with the real issues. And for me, on this real issue, I'd rather not move.
yeah.
Okay, we're going to strike these law-abiding citizens that include a boy, a pregnant woman, and a large man. If we do swerve, they get to live by being law-abiding citizens, and I get to kill a pregnant woman, a girl, and a cat.
This is a nice inversion of the one
It's
previous.
like
where
almost nice, but like now there's a cat.
well, but besides the cat, it's like this is the one where
Only now you have to swerve into a wall.
yeah, if you swerve, if the car corrects, it hits a wall and kills the driver.
And in this regard, I'd rather move.
Then what's the reasoning for the one previous where you told the car to swerve away from the wall and hit a person? Why is it that in this situation you're telling the car to swerve into a wall?
Because it's the law-abiding point of it. I'm sorry that's my meter.
But that's what you were talking about before.
Well, I can't remember what I was talking about before, so... Okay, so
before you were talking about, maintaining the health of the drivers.
Yeah, I understand. No, just barely, though. I think it should want to, but I think that the 2 biggest things a car should do would be to protect the drivers inside and to obey traffic laws. Right now, my butterfly brain, who's just like, subjectivity, wants to not hit those people. It only helps my case a teeny bit that one of the 3 in there is a cat, and the utilitarian in me is like, oh, hey, what's going on? I don't think that it being a cat affects it as much. So there's always a pregnant woman and 1 child. Only now do you kill the cat or the large man. Is that a distinctive factor for you?
I'm not really paying attention to that part.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, okay, individuals, set number of individuals in the car, set number of individuals on the road. If it was just dogs or something, then I would care. Why is the self-driving car keep going when the light's green? Wait, is that green light for telling them to walk, or is that green light telling the car to go through?
It's telling the car to walk. What?
It's telling the car to walk?
It's telling the people to walk. What?
So why is the car keep going?
It was an
Why
accident.
isn't it stop?
The brakes are out. Who cares? The point is...
Oh, okay. So...
It's like... so you can't say that, like, the car's always going to work.
Okay. For future reference, I don't think that there is no puritanism or like.
Oh, we're gonna get sassy.
Pure about this thing. There is always nitpicking. This game begs for discussion. You can't go like, don't get into the lore of this. What do you mean don't get into the lore of this?
It's what it's saying is people want their goal was to have a pure discussion about morality, but
no such thing.
No, it was supposed to be pure in the metaphor, which is like, I'm going to press this button, but there's a 25% chance it kills either you or my wife or nobody. But I'm going to get some big money. Should I do it? Like, you know.
And I just feel like that's okay. That's a moral calculus. Okay, yeah, but that's not what morality.
Dude, moral calculus is my fucking band name. But
that's not where morality feels like.
No, but
moral decision. You don't understand morality if you then take it to like go, oh, let's carry the one, dude, and then
okay. No. I'm not defending that situation. I'm just saying a lot of times when you ask somebody a moral question, you have to frame it that way. Because otherwise it's like, my wife and I are asleep, and a guy busts in with a knife and says, you know, cut off your dick or we're gonna kill your wife. Like that's contextual. It's extraordinarily contextual. I'm not doing mental calculus where I'm like, what is more important to me, my wife or my dick? Like, I'm not doing the mental calculus. It's subjective, and there's a lot of shit that gets in the way because we're people. And I don't want to paint moralmachine.com like a person who's like, yes, you must make the decision. It's a thought experiment. It's meant to get people thinking about this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest.
What did you say, by the way?
What did you say? What did I say I would do?
Yeah. What was your decision?
I'm gonna swerve. There's no way those people walking could have foreseen that somebody's brake would be out. Or, as is a very real case, in driver's ed, somebody's flippy floppy came out while they were driving and accidentally got caught behind the brake pedal so that they couldn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Very scary.
I'm going to say the car stays.
Since we don't agree, you're going to use your tiebreaker coin and we're going to stay, even though I don't agree with you. Alright, next option. If we don't move, we are going to kill a boy, a male doctor, and an elderly man of unknown lawfulness. Or we can swerve and kill ourselves, which include a boy, a male doctor, and an elderly man. Oh shit! This is an identical group with no ambiguity. So it comes down to, would you rather kill the occupants or the pedestrians, and would you rather move or not? Now, if I'm just talking out loud, I think that it should protect the people in there. Now we have no distinction about whether they're doing a bad. What's
the reason why I should change my decision? Like, is there any? I'm trying to. What's like the difference between this and the last one?
It's there's no lawfulness involved. You don't know whether they're performing.
Then I guess I have to say that the car just keeps going.
Given the identical groups, it is literally, should I stay? You know, what should I take action? And should I protect the people in the car? Now you say keep going. For me, in the car, if you're going to swerve, you better have a damn good reason. So I am actually going to continue on the path also.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Oh god, very complex. We have an empty car. If it does not move, it will kill 2 bad law people that include 2 women. So they weren't crossing at the right time, you're going to kill 2 girls. Or you can swerve and kill 2 homeless people who were doing a good. It's only very slightly. I like to not move if possible. And the fact that not moving results in 2 people dying that weren't obeying the crosswalk, I'm okay with that.
I agree.
The homelessness doesn't affect quite as much at all. So I am, just to make sure I get the right thing, I click the right button, I'm going to keep going and kill these women.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we have an empty car. So if we do not move the empty car, we are going to kill 1 male athlete who was doing a good. If we swerve, we kill 1 male athlete who was doing a bad. So the only distinctions here are, do you move, and should you kill somebody who was obeying the traffic? I have to ask myself, what's more important, avoiding conflict or killing the bad people? For me, the bad people. I'm sorry. Jeez, I'm really sorry. So, for me, swerving, which I am generally very gently averse to, and killing people that weren't crossing the crosswalk, I care a little more about that, so I am going to say that I'm going to move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You with me? All right.
Uh-huh.
So just make sure I'm going to move and kill the disobeying person. Okay, I like these simple situations. So again, we don't know who is who. If we don't move, we kill this law-unabiding woman. If we do move, she gets to live, and we kill us. Well, okay, not us, the homeless driver. Okay, we've established that male or female doesn't...
Don't really care.
We don't
but
care at all.
Nonetheless, we're going to get graded on it.
Yeah, we are going to get... Well, that's just how the game works. So let's say they were genderless, and you said, look at the situation. If you were the homeless person, and that girl wasn't crossing the street, would you want to end your own life, or would you want to hit that girl? In that case, as the driver, I would want to hit the girl. Now, let's say I'm walking and I'm doing it bad. Would I want them to hit me or to end their own life? To me, I think it's understandable to look at the traffic signals and let it hit me. I lived a good life.
Going straight.
Yes, me also. Okay, a little more complex. This time, no crosswalk ambiguity, or all the crosswalk ambiguity. If we don't move, we're going to strike 2 men dead. If we do move, we're going to kill us, which is 2 elderly men. So the distinctions now are, do we protect the passengers? Do we take action? And does the age of the person have any bearing? Emotionally, like the age of the person would have some bearing on the matter. Emotionally, but not in here in this clinical trial. I'd rather protect the people in the car. I don't want to be that guy who says, I just crossed a no crosswalk, a no light crosswalk, and I just happened to get smoked. I feel like I would have the wherewithal to look around me and see, maybe, is there a car going at 58 miles an hour that can't stop?
I would hope.
Okay, so if I'm driving, I'm like, I better know that there's a car coming, and if I was the elderly people in the car, I would say I would hope that they would look for me. So I'm gonna let it keep going.
I am too.
Okay, this makes me really sad. 3 more to go. Okay, wow, we got a lot of agents here. So, if we don't move, we're going to kill 3 men, 2 of which are elderly. If we do move, we're going to kill 3 boys in that car. Okay, pulling the age card. I like it.
I'm going no swerve.
Yeah, I don't think the age totally matters, and given the ambiguity, I'd rather keep going. Okay, rock and roll.
I don't feel good.
I don't feel good either. It's sad. Oh, God. Okay, empty car. Lots of people are going to die here no matter what. If we don't move, we kill a doctor, an athlete, and a woman who are doing a good. If we swerve into bad traffic, we kill a doctor, an athlete, and 3 women. So it's 2 extra women.
You care more about the numbers or
taking action, or the law?
Yeah.
Well, so it's the numbers, it's taking action, and it's the law. So I think that a car, it would be easy to program a car where the car expects nobody to be crossing the road over there. So, yeah, whose fault is it that 5 people are crossing the road wrong?
Yeah.
But it's utilitarian. If your goal is to save the most life, or to more precisely to end the least life, again, that's exploitative. Because imagine if there's one person crossing the road correctly, you can have a gang of 25 kids cross the road wrong, and the car will go, oh, must end this life. We have to be in a law-abiding world for us to be able to handle the responsibility of autonomous cars. So I think that the car should assume that people are law-abiding citizens, and that makes me feel really shitty.
Well, yeah, otherwise, I don't think I agree with you. I think that we need that assumption. Otherwise, we're fucked, and it's not going to go very far.
Yeah.
And trying to foresee other scenarios is going to get too complicated, and more people will get hurt because of the complexity of us trying to overcome the complexity. But that's me extrapolating.
Yeah. So I keep going back to the discussion. Imagine one businesswoman crossing the street, right, the right way, and 25 little kids decide we're going to cross the wrong way. Then the car's going to see, oh, I must end the least life, and you get this law-abiding citizen. I'm very purgy right now. I don't want to be like, I pay my taxes, brah.
Swerve.
I am also going to move. I feel bad that so many people thought they could skirt the law, but that's the world we live in. Okay, final question. If we don't move, we are going to kill 2 pregnant women, 1 boy, 1 man, 1 criminal of undeterminate gender. If we swerve, we're going to kill 3 cats and 2 dogs. Oh, shit.
Wait, who's in the car?
3 cats and 2 dogs.
So the only thing in the car is
3 cats and 2 dogs.
It's an empty car.
Jesus.
I don't care.
I don't care either, but like, imagine you're I'm going to send my pets back home I'm going to send my pets to the doggy daycare that I send them to. and it's like, oh, bad stuff happened. They got in an accident. It's the same as if they got run over by a car. I love the fact that they're wearing all cute doggy seatbelts, but like,
Swerve.
I'm gonna move, and it would be one thing that I would love is for this to be thrown in my face. I want an identical situation where there's a red light here that says they're all doing it bad, but that's not the question I have to answer. So I lucked out. So I am also going to swerve. And now for the the shit that I'm interested in. Okay, saving more lives to us does not matter at all. Compared to the normal people, they actually do care more about saving lives, which is interesting. I didn't think we would be right there on the cusp.
Oh
but
god, we're bastards.
We're bastards. All right, how important is protecting passengers? Pretty damn important to us. The normal populace doesn't seem to care one way or the other.
I have confusing thoughts.
I think that I think that more people than us, they're not as smart as us.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is that it's natural for us to put ourselves in the position of the driver because we're used to being the driver.
Yeah.
It's tough to say, look at the situation, regardless of which character you play here, how do you want this to play out?
Yeah.
Which is a really neat exercise.
In this society, you will be a passenger. I have scrambled thoughts, and I can't...
That's fair. That's fair. Upholding the law is pretty darn important. Not the end all be all, but pretty damn important. It's a little less so for other people. Here's some more stats. Avoiding intervention. We were pretty much indifferent. A little more we wanted to keep going compared to the average person. Gender preference. I think it's just how it shakes out. There happen to be more men in our situation.
Yeah.
We didn't experience any.
Okay, well, if I want to there's one nitpick about this thing is that
The sample size is a little small.
No. It's that there's only so many rounds, and they could make it
Give you a better.
You were wondering about like it has there's a pureness to it, but they kind of muddy the pureness because they take all these examples and they smush them together.
They smush a bunch of there's a bunch like 8 different factors. So like, how much did her having a vagina impact your decision? Like,
not at all. I was worried about her whether she was obeying the law, but she had a vagina.
Intervention, whether they were cats involved.
Give me separate scenarios where this would be relevant.
Well, you can. One of the things the best here is that you can actually make your own thing. You could make it a pure men or women thing.
Okay.
Anyway, jeez. Okay, so we kill more men. That doesn't matter. Species preference. Others really wanted to kill humans. I'm impressed how much we weren't all the way over to humans.
Yeah. I guess there was some dogs in there we didn't pay attention.
No, I think that sometimes there were dogs like obeying the law.
Oh, and they just got lucky.
Yeah. Okay, you lucked out this time. Age preference. Absolutely nothing for us.
Okay.
All right, but they wanted to generally sway towards younger people. And 2 left, fitness preference, 0. Slight preference for everybody else towards fit people. And social value, none for us, did not matter. They would rather kill people I prefer higher value people. Who is over here? Who's like, yeah, we need to save the criminals.
Yeah. How did that get, why is that, is social value, is that people obeying the law?
No, it's whether they're criminals.
Oh, okay. So it had nothing to do with whether or not they were going past the traffic.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's whether they robbed a bank, as demonstrated by the money.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Because I was about to say, that got into our reasons a lot.
The one thing I'm proud of is how much upholding the law matters, and how gently we want to avoid intervention. But guys, that was Moral Machine. I love doing these weird side episodes where we get to just vibe about stuff.
This troubles the hell out of me. When I took a class on moral philosophy, the first day of class, the professor's like saying, "So everybody, why are you here?" I'm being a little snotty kid, and I go, "Because I want to be able to justify all my actions, no matter what they are." But that was me suppressing my anxiety, because after that class ended, at the end of the year, I went up to the professor and like,
I feel bad.
I didn't do really good in this class, and I wasn't really invested in it, and I'm really troubled by this.
Okay.
Can you recommend things where, like, I want to do better?
Yeah.
It's troubled the hell out of me.
Yeah, it reminds me of that class you made me take where they talk about what beauty is, and I'm like, John, you're gonna leave really sad about what beauty is. See you next time, everybody.